Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of Knees Up Mother Brown's post-match pint, the only post-match West Ham fallout show on the internet. We've got all the fallout from the Crystal Palace game. We're going to be going over some topics from the week. But first we're going to start off, boys, a disappointing performance, I must say. Scott, what went wrong?
Everything from the start. The way we set up, the lot. You know, against the Palace side, a former Pulis side, 6'4" defenders all across the back, and you're pumping long balls, and not even long balls into the channels. You're pumping them long, you're pumping them straight. Sacco, alright, he's good in the SA as Valencia, but they're not going to win balls against him. Tactically, he got it wrong. For him to come out before the game and say that they've practiced set pieces all week, because that's where Palace get most of their goals from, and we concede what, 3 set pieces. It's just not.
So right. We went into the game same lineup as last week. Yeah, it was a strong lineup last week. Is it the fact that the tactics weren't working against that team, or was it the players?
I think it's a bit of both, really. I think it's the tactics and it was the players. They just didn't turn up. I mean, Alex Song, I don't know, he's been missing since Christmas, hasn't he? The last 5 or 6 games, he's just been completely missing. Noble looked like he was doing it on his own in now. Downing's out wide again. I just don't know, with the tactics as well. Like Scott said, it's playing against the big defenders and they're just lumping it up all the time.
The thing is, in the other games when we've gone long, when Carroll or Cole ain't on the pitch, they've hit it into the channels.
It was the sort of game that would have suited Andy Carroll, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest.
I think Palace, they're just faster all over the pitch. They were first to everything, won all the second balls. They just thought they wanted it more.
To be honest, the view I had of the game, that Sahar was just ripping Creswell apart.
And who was the other fella?
Balassi.
He was destroying.
To be honest, I think Pardew set his team up to nullify everything West Ham had.
Pardew got it spot on.
Yeah,
absolutely spot on.
Murray at the top, Zaha and Balassi either side, and with their pace, it ain't so much they were doing them with skill, it was their pace. They are so quick.
Yeah.
And Creswell and Jenkinson ain't slow, but he's nullified them getting forward.
Yeah.
And what annoys me, it weren't until he gets sent off, Murray gets sent off, that we start getting the ball on the deck and start playing.
Yeah.
And as soon as we done that, we looked a better side.
Yeah.
But it was too little too late by then.
But he should have been sent off a lot earlier.
He should have, but there's no excuses for that sort of thing. I mean, it's Crystal Palace, it's at home. I mean, we haven't been in the greatest of form, yeah, but when you're playing a team like that at home, you expect, I'm not saying you expect 3 points, but you expect a better performance, at least a better performance.
But do you think after the Tottenham, the way we played, do you think that them players thought we'll turn up and win?
I don't know. I mean,
they underestimated Crystal Palace.
As a professional, you know, they'd give the due respect.
No, but I mean, do you think they underestimated Crystal Palace a bit?
Possibly, yeah, maybe. But like you say,
because I think all our fans did. All I was seeing on Twitter and was 3-0, 4-0. I said 3-1.
We said it last week, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean, I went the away game and we said we could have been 5-6.
Yeah, it's a wonderful team.
I think people were expecting the same sort of thing, but you know, it was just. Like you say, Murray getting sent off, it would have just papered over the cracks if we'd have got something the way we performed that day.
I mean, I also think it was just one of them games. I mean, we hit the woodwork twice. We had all the possession, 22 shots on goal. Yeah. They had after 3 chances. I don't remember Adrian having to make a proper save, really, did he?
All he done was put the ball at the back, and that was it.
Yeah. He made a couple in the first half.
I mean, nothing.
A couple down low.
So let's talk about the sending off, Gray.
Yeah.
He got sent off eventually. What was the time he got sent off? About 68, 70 minutes? 70 minutes, say about that. But he should have gone in the first half, really, shouldn't he?
Well, I was saying, when we was watching the game, because he got booked in, and it was Kyoto, like blatant trip, and then there was a couple of other like just persistent fouling, but a couple of them were quite nasty, and he should have gone midway through the first half.
He did the trip, Kyoto. He caught him up here. So
there was another one. Who was it?
But he
quite been Reid when he was turning away with the ball, and
he felt someone before that, and then hacked down Reid. And that's when he should have gone.
Yeah.
There was no way he should have been on the pitch.
I mean, the tackle was high.
Yeah.
It was high for me. I said it at the time.
It weren't studs up, but it was an high tackle.
Yeah.
And another referee might have sent him off for that. But he shouldn't have been on the pitch to win that header that scored that goal. But that's just... Still, we didn't... That's looking for excuses of why we didn't...
It was a weak header. It was a nothing header.
Right, what about the 3 goals then? It was 3 headers.
Yeah.
Yeah? We've set up, again... he said that he's practiced set pieces during the week.
Yep.
Yeah, but I was saying this. I've done a little blog after the game. I don't know whether you've seen it, but the things I pointed out there about the Pulis side. We struggle against Pulis sides traditionally,
yep.
Right? So wouldn't Collins be a better fit than Reid or Tomkins? Because I think they're flimsy at times. I think with Collins, I mean, the first goal, I mean, you can't really complain about that because it was a huge slice of luck. I mean, it come off it was the weakest header.
Spun off
Cresswell's just had a slice at it. But the second and third, I mean, the marking was, I mean, Reid for the second, when that was a good header by Dan, but Reid for the second was all over the gaff. And I think someone like Collins would have...
To
would have nullified them,
Against them, I would have gone 3 at the back. I would have played Collins, Reid and Tomkins and pushed Creswell and Jenkinson out wide.
I think you're right about Collins, personally, I do, but then if he would have played and we'd have lost, it'd have all been, you shouldn't have changed the team. So it's one of them ones, it's...
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But then something has got to be done because we won 1 in 10. So...
For me...
Although we have drawn a lot of those.
For me, when you look at Palace, right... You could have probably predicted how Palace had set up. They'd have the back 4, they'd have the 3 Jedinak holding, the 2 in front of him, and then the 2 boys on the wing getting forward as much as possible. So they're going to pack out your midfield. Playing the way we play, you ain't going to beat a team that pack out the midfield.
But this is the thing, right? Is this Allardyce, the stubbornness? Is this the thing that why West Ham fans don't like him? Is it the stubbornness? He just goes with the same team, injuries apart every week. There's no change of formation. This is where I remember watching a game years ago, 5-2 I think it was, Man United, or 4-2. And this is where, why Allardyce, to me, isn't a big manager, right? Because that game, we was winning 2-0, right? After a certain amount of time, Ferguson bought off Evra, put Giggs at left back, and brought someone else on, and all of a sudden...
I don't think that was Allardyce.
That one Allardyce, that was Grant.
No, I understand. I'm talking about Ferguson, yeah?
Oh, right.
I'm talking about Ferguson, the tactics, He bought off, and I thought to myself, when he done it at the time, I thought... Giggs at left back, we should tear these new arsehole. But it's just that sort of forward thinking, he had that forward thinking, and Allardyce don't seem to have that. It just seems to wait it out and wait it out and wait it out
for as long as he
can, and he's thinking this is going to work in a minute. But we've set up with the same team apart 1 or 2 games. I know Carroll and Nolan were starters, but the same formation. We had no width again.
No.
Yeah, no width again. And against them, they was killing us up the wings, and I could see that in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah. But when you look at the Tottenham game, the same side went out against Tottenham, and we did get a bit lucky, really. I know we deserved the win, no doubt, against Tottenham, but we did get a little bit lucky, in my mind. Especially early on with the Kane miss, things like that. But that formation suits us against Tottenham, because Tottenham, they don't really get wide. I know they've got Lennon and all that, but they don't. Townsend, they don't really go wide. They try and play through the middle.
Yeah.
And that formation works.
Yeah, because it's condensed.
As I said, with Palace, it's going to be 4-5-1 because they're down the bottom of the half of the league. They just want to get a point. They're just coming here to get a point, and if they can, nick a 1-0 win. Same as if Pulis was there.
Pulis, it's Allardyce in charge, right? It's a predominantly Pulis side, right?
Yep.
He set up that team.
Yep.
They always played with width.
Yep.
I know that.
Yep.
Do you know it?
Yeah.
Well then. And what are you fucking arguing about?
But if you're going to play the way we play with that diamond formation, you've got to move the ball quick. You've got to get the ball out your feet, and you've got to be looking to pass straight away. And we didn't.
The thing is,
well on the ball.
The thing is with that diamond formation, Downing has to be at the tip.
Yeah.
He has to be the number 10.
Yeah.
He can't play out wide.
No.
He can't play. He struggled at Liverpool.
It's not so much that he's playing wide. He's playing central, and the dog work is being done from them two positions. I think you know he's got to be, as you say, right. He's got to be on the tip, making the play happen. You know,
well, like he was at the beginning of the season, and he was up until probably the last 5 or 6 games. I would have said he was one of my players of the season. But this last 5 or 6 games since Christmas, something's happened at Christmas.
I mean, do you think it's just that? Right, we had the flying start, and now teams have sussed us out.
I think we're lucky we had that flying start, to be honest. I mean, you look at the last 10 games, we've got 8 points out of 30. That's
relegation.
That is relegation form.
Yeah, but do you think it's like we've been sussed out now?
Yeah. And it goes with the same thing every single week. The same formation every. You can tell. Like, I know, a player or two, but this is what I'm saying. Somebody said to me the other day, he's got no plan B. He's got no plan B. I think this is our plan B.
This is the plan B.
Because our plan A is sitting home with a broken leg or whatever he's got, you know?
He better find a plan C then.
Exactly.
That's it. When you go back to last season, right, we were complaining last season because all he done was play the same formation. It didn't work. It was absolutely crap.
I don't think he had a choice last season, really.
We've changed it this season, but again, like you're saying, you've got to change it game by game. You can't put the same 11, the same formation week in, week out. You've got to look
the thing
at
is,
your
everyone wanted that same starting 11 against Tottenham. Everyone I see on Twitter, all the social media, wanted that starting 11. So I don't think it's down to the team selection. I just think it's the way they set up.
Do you know what though?
That is it. But then it comes down to the selection. Because if you set up the team to play Tottenham and you get, again, we were unlucky. We should have got the win. It didn't happen. But you can't then know that Palace are going to be like Tottenham and play the same way. Palace play a completely different way, so you've got to adapt your team to counteract Palace.
He doesn't. It's like I said on our blog. It's like the kid when you play FIFA, when you want to set up your team. He wants to press start and just go with that. Just go with that. That'll do.
So what would you have changed then from Tottenham?
I would have put a bit more width on the pitch.
To be fair, I don't think I would have stayed. I would have just changed. I wouldn't have gone long. I just wouldn't have gone long.
But is it more that Palace made us go long because they was closing us down?
They didn't really give us any time.
They didn't.
They was first as everything.
Zaha, Balassi, Punch, and
when you look at the first half, we got the ball in the midfield. We moved the ball, but again, we dwelled on it instead of moving it quickly. Getting it out your feet and moving it first time.
You also got to look at the bit of bad luck. Noble, if Noble's free kick would have gone in, a different game.
Ginjak.
Jedinak.
Was it Jedinak?
Ginjak.
I thought it was Ginjak. Jedinak. He broke up a lot of our play. He played well. But that forearm, 2 of them.
It shouldn't have been.
Who was it? He tried to do stroke, literally.
Quixote and then
before that.
Quixote and then Sacco. 2 elbows wide. How did the referee miss that? This is what I'm saying about referees and missing things, you know.
Can I just say as well about their handball and the build up the third goal against?
No, you can't say it. He's having his say. Just wait.
What was the question?
About the elbow smash and the referee's missing.
Well, to be honest, I mean, what I see of it, I didn't really notice it, but then I see it in the Trevor Brooking up by but obviously the refs missed it, but I don't think the FA have.
No,
it looks like he's going to get a 4-game ban, which is
no good to us, though, is it?
No, it's not good to us, but I mean, it's dangerous. I mean, he could have done some real damage to Sacco, you know.
He really whacked him one.
Fair play to Sacco, he didn't make a meal of it, did he? He laid there for 2 seconds and got up.
I don't understand players that do this sort of thing. I mean, that was a nothing thing. It wasn't like they were scrapping. You know, he was just playing the game and he's gone in with 2 elbow smashes. What's going through his mind? I mean, I'm not being funny. I see one in '94, Leonardo elbowed the geezer, fractured his skull. You know, I see one in 2002 when Ben Thatcher went through and elbow smashed Cranshaw. Was
it Cranshaw?
Sure, it was Cranshaw.
Yeah,
Cranshaw knocked him spark out and nearly killed him. Swallowed his tongue and all that. You know, these things keep on happening. What is going through? There's got to be. You know, they're talking about people get fines and yellow cards for taking a shirt off. For this sort of thing, it's got to be like rugby. They've got to come down. In my mind, they've got to come down 6-month bans and things like that because you could kill someone doing that.
Yeah. But the thing is, you look at that, right, and your players are getting away with that, but you make a sliding tackle from behind, win the ball, you're getting sent off.
Yeah.
Because it's a dangerous tackle.
Yeah. But you like a forearm smash someone.
Yeah. You know, it just doesn't. The rules just don't make sense. It's all right having this pretty tippy-tappy football that everyone wants to watch, but you've got to be allowed to defend the game.
Yeah.
In my mind.
So he did have a man sent off, third booking in my mind, but you know, you could argue about the Noble thing last week, Scott, but can you take any positives from the game? I'm asking you as a whole now. Can you take any positives from this game?
I think the last 15 minutes or so you can.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
I was long gone by then.
Once Valencia got that goal back, to be honest, we could have nicked a draw. 2 minutes after that, Sacco had a chance. If that goes in, there's 3-2 with 12 minutes left.
And then they come on hit the post.
Yeah, I mean,
Valencia pulled off that other shot that Speroni saved.
I mean, we come alive when it was down to 10 men, and was
he a positive, Nene?
I mean, he come on, he done a couple of things. I mean, you can't really take much out of.
I don't think he really had long enough on
coming on at 2-0 down.
He bent that in beautifully, didn't he?
He overhit a couple of passes. He looked over keen. He was trying too hard.
He's under a contract, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's what he was. I think he was trying a bit too hard, and that's why he overhit the passes. Yeah. But he looked good.
But at least he overhit the pass. I mean, Alex Song can't hit a ball 5 yards. I mean, before Christmas he was spraying them 50, 60 yards. Yeah. Now he can't even knock it 5 yards.
Yeah,
I'm glad you mentioned Song. Gray, should we give him a rest? Is it tiredness?
I thought something's happened since he left for the. I mean, I know he didn't play in the African Nations Cup, but something's not right there, is it? Something's happened, or
well, he hasn't played barely at all last year at Barcelona, and he's been slung into our team, and he's with the winter and all that, it's fixture after fixture after fixture. Is it a case? I mean, they go to Dubai this Thursday, I think. Is it a case where they should just say to him, look, go off on your own, go off with your family, have a week's rest? We're probably not going to get nothing out of Chelsea if he plays against Chelsea. Have a week's rest, come back, maybe he's refreshed, ready to go again,
You say that, the way we play, I see us getting a result against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because we raise it for the big sides.
Yeah, and Alex Song raises it against the big sides. When you look at our own form against the big sides, Arsenal, we lost 2-1, but we should have had a draw.
Yeah.
We should have had a draw. We beat City, we beat Liverpool, we should have beat United.
Yeah. Should have beat Spurs.
Should have beat Spurs.
Yeah.
But Spurs ain't a top 4 club, are they? So we won't count him. But no, but he seems to raise it, and I do think we will set up and be different against Chelsea.
Yeah. I hope so. I do hope so.
Well, we have to be.
Before we play like we did Saturday.
Before we finish on the subject, I've got to mention, because we've given him a few stingers this week, Valencia. And Valencia was probably his best game I've seen him have. His first goal to bowl in as well.
Yeah.
From the 70th minute, before that, it's same again. His touch. His touch is
terrible, isn't it?
He touched it too far.
To be honest, right, this week, I thought Sacco's first touch was worse.
Yeah, I thought he had a better game. Yeah. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt, because he's been carrying our team all season, more or less.
The only thing you'd say about Valencia is his touch.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Right, so great. What are you doing the week? What you got me?
Well, Noble and Tomkins signing new contracts.
New contract? Well, what sort of money are they paying them?
Do you know what? I don't know.
I think Noble, well, it's only what I've read, is about 50 grand a week, I think. Tomkins is, he ain't going to be on there, probably 40, 30, I don't know.
5-year deals, are they?
Yeah, both 5-year deals.
Madness, isn't it? Madman, I'm on the wrong job.
I think it's good for the club, because Noble is going to be our future captain, isn't
he? Should already be if he's gone to be.
Yeah, and I think he will be. He's there for another 5 years.
He's getting on now, though.
Yeah, this is the thing.
They're only 27.
Yeah.
Will you see him still playing?
Yeah.
In 3 or 4 years?
Yeah. Allardyce likes him. I think it's part of Allardyce why he's got the new deal.
But is Allardyce going to be there in 3 or 4 years?
I don't think whoever's there, you can't. The thing is, with Noble, it's like having a fan on the pitch.
I do make you right, but this is the start of a new era for us.
Yeah.
Going to Olympic Stadium, it is the more revenue, the better sponsorship, pulling in the better players. The thing is, don't get me wrong.
I think he's the sort of player. He's the sort of player you should build your midfield around.
I still don't think he's Premiership quality.
I don't think he's got that quality. I think you should be looking at the bigger.
I'm not. And he's West Ham through and through, but. His 5-year deal is great, yeah, but
you can't say he's not quality. He's played in the Premiership for how long?
Oh yeah, I know.
He's scored how many goals?
I think he's had a good season so far.
I thought last season was the best season I've ever seen him play for West Ham.
I'll be honest. No, I know. I'm gonna jump in here. He's not someone that you build your team around. I'm sorry, mate. He ain't someone that you build your team around. When we're getting into that new stadium, I like Noble. Noble's a good servant of the club. He's probably going to be there his whole career now, but I'm looking for better players to build our team around. Do you know what I mean?
No. Honestly, I don't. We're all. You know, you got your opinions. Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of Mark Noble.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I have been since he made his debut for us back in the Championship. You know, he's come through. He's been all the ups and downs at the club.
Yeah, he is.
You know, and that's what they're building him for. They're trying to make him like the face of the Olympic Stadium. Yeah, and I think it's right.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And I think the new contract. I think he would have been there once that contract runs out. I think he would have been there 24 years of his life.
He's played 11 years in first team.
Yeah,
I think in this day and age,
you're not a shit player. You play 11 years.
No, I'm not saying he's a shit player, but in this day and age, and where we want to go, I'm looking for the types of players like Matic at Chelsea.
Yeah,
you know, that's the type we should be signing, like getting the companies that Man City found before he was a big deal. You know, building your team around them. Mark Noble, I wouldn't let sentiment get in the way. If someone better come along, I wouldn't have no problem ousting.
Yeah, no, you're right there. The thing is, Noble does get a lot of stick from the fans.
I think that's uncalled for.
I do agree. You know,
I don't see what the problem.
Like I said, he gives 110 every week. You can't lock him for that. And like we said, he's
upset at the
I'm not upset, but you know, I'm a big fan of that. Listen, don't get me wrong. If someone come in and he was better than Noble, then yeah, all right, Noble's on the bench, whatever. But I would like to see us build a midfield around him and make him the main man. Because let's be honest, Man United had Roy Keane for years. What was Roy Keane? He was just a tackler. He couldn't run with the ball, could he? He's a good player.
He's more than Mark Noble. You give more.
No, I'm not comparing Keane and Noble, but it's that sort of player you need in there. I mean, why have 3 or 4 skillful players in the midfield? They're not going to put their foot in.
See, the thing, I think what lets Noble down a bit, he ain't the quickest.
All right, let's wrap this up. Because we have got to move on. Right, while they're dishing out contracts, right? Should we read anything into Reed? No pun intended. Not getting one or not signing one, and Allardyce especially. Because I think we've all come to the conclusion, right, that Reed's gone, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think there could be a little twist, you know. I reckon he could sign a new contract.
No, I don't think so. I think while they're dishing them out now, great. While they're dishing them out, he would have signed one. If he's going to sign one, he's going to sign one. And I think if we'd have pushed on a bit more towards the top of the table, in these last 10 games, just leave it. In these last 10 games, you know, the 10 that we was sort of up there or thereabout. He might have thought about it, but now I think middle of the table. It looks like we might drop down lower. You know, if we're not lucky. But
we're sort of in that position now. I think we're 9 points clear of 12th. And we're sort of like you said the other day, we're in that middle bit now.
We ain't going to go anywhere.
We're not. Yeah, we're just going to see out
6 points, and then we'll be on holiday again.
Yeah, we'll see out the season now. You know, planning to end the season piss up.
I mean,
that's the buy, isn't it? End the season piss up for
what they've offered him or what he's asking for. So you know, we're not privy to that information, but. If he was going to sign something, he would have signed it by
Listen,
now.
the way I see it is no one's bigger than West Ham. If he don't want to be there, fuck him off.
Don't let him play for Spurs. Don't let him play for Arsenal. Wherever he's going to go.
I'll tell you what, he's
going
good,
to get found out, I think.
But he's not Champions League good. And you put him in the Champions League for Arsenal, he won't.
But they're going to sign someone. They've just signed a geezer, haven't they? A centre half. I'm sure they have for the end of the season. Arsenal.
Yeah, I forgot his name now. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Baptista or someone like that.
He's not going to get in front of Koscielny. No way.
No.
This, you don't know what this new geezer's like. They sign another one. I don't even think he's going to go there, but I'm just doing. He'll end up sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
Will he?
Possibly.
Yeah.
He'll play because they'll play him cup games, things like that, because they're fixture pile-ups. But do you think, right, that he's not signing a contract because maybe he's not happy with Allardyce? And he's waiting to see if Allardyce gets a new contract.
I've heard a rumour that's why the team stopped playing, because they know he's not going to be there next year, and they're like sitting back. They've got nothing to prove to him anymore, you know. But who knows? Who knows? We better move on because I think time is pushing on. We did an interview this week with the Train Boys. You can check it. It'll be around here somewhere. I'll put it up here. If you want to click on it, don't slap it, right? If you want to click on it, you can go and watch that. But do come back because we have got a little bit more to talk about. We was going to mention Twitter this week, but again, we hadn't really got that in place. But we will be doing Twitter, and you can follow us at West Ham Fan TV in the future. If you do give us a follow, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Yeah, we did do an interview with the guys that done the train video. Thank you very much for coming on our show. We met them outside the Denmark. We didn't get to buy them a beer because they refused, flatly refused, because Graham had them on and didn't. But
I'll give it all that.
yeah, so thanks very much for coming on. I think they're going on their knees at Mother Brown podcast, which I'll be sitting in a couple of weeks, so that'd be great.
We get a beer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely get them a beer. Let's do.
Before we move on to the Chelsea preview, we need to talk about the Dylan Tombolidis minutes applause. It was nice to see.
Hey, do you want a minute's applause?
No, it's alright. But it was nice to see. Even the Palace fans joining in that respect. It was good for West Ham to do it. The t-shirts before the game.
Yeah.
It was touching.
Are they selling them t-shirts?
Yeah, I do believe they're on sale, but I'm not too sure where. We should really.
Yeah, we should get a website maybe for next week. We'll put a link in the description if you want to buy a Dylan Tombolidis t-shirt. If you do see the people collecting outside the grounds with a bucket, please make sure you chuck some money in. Graham did. I did. Did you?
Yeah, but he chucked £1 in, asked 50p back.
Yeah, so make sure you do chuck some money in that bucket. Let's move on to Chelsea then quickly.
Well, while we're mentioning people, well done to little Jonjo as well.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Raising money.
Let's have a round of applause for Jonjo. Yeah, a round of applause. Absolutely brilliant.
He's an inspiration, that boy.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Raised how much he raised? A lot of money.
He's raised a lot of money. I think it was about 200 grand just for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he started off in Newcastle, didn't he? And done the walk, and fair play to him.
All right, we'll put a link to in the description of if you want to give money to Jonjo's. We'll put a link in the description down below.
We're going to put loads of links.
Yeah, just click on them all. Click on them all. Yeah, click on them all. And our website. We've got a website coming up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up and it's not up and running yet. It's in the process of being built. So hopefully we'll get that up and running as quickly as we can. And
what have you done?
We'll,
I'll just turn up and look for it.
I think that the website westhamfan.tv.
That's it.
Nice and easy to remember. Yeah. All right. Let's move forward to Chelsea quickly before we end. Obviously, Chelsea Wednesday, off the back of the Carling Cup win. Do you see us? I'm scared to ask. Do you see us getting anything?
Yeah, I really do. Because we seem to raise our game. Yeah,
we will raise it.
Whether we'll win, I don't know, but at least a draw. I think
we'll give them a good game. Yeah. I reckon
it won't be like what we saw Saturday. I hope not.
Do you know what? I've had a couple of drinks. I'm going 2-1. Win. I do fancy.
I think 1-0. 1-0.
Yeah, I'll say 1-0. What do you reckon, Nick? Go on.
Go on, help me.
Go on. I don't know whether I should say.
Say I'll win.
0-3.
What? It's them.
Get out. Get out.
I'm afraid.
Get out of our pub.
No, I don't know. Honestly, I can't see us getting. They're too well organised. Their defence is too tight for us.
Listen, Chelsea without Matic struggle. Right? Yeah.
They didn't have to play.
It's only Tottenham. Yeah, they said.
I'll see how it's going. It's only Tottenham, is it?
They celebrate getting a 2-2 draw with us, so
Don't fill that up again. We drunk. Right. Anything else before we finish?
Yeah, I think we should mention the West Ham ladies as well, who reached unlike the men, a cup final this week.
Oh, round of applause for that. Round of applause for that.
And if you want to go to the final, it's on Wednesday the 6th of May at Harrow Borough FC in Middlesex, and they will be playing Charlton Ladies.
How'd you get tickets?
Are we going?
How'd you get tickets?
Ticket details will be on their website soon.
Link below.
Link below.
Link below.
How are we going to fit all these links in?
You can have as many links as you want. It's the intro web.
But obviously, my hero Julian Dixon, his first season in a final.
Come on, Julian.
Go on, Julian.
Brilliant. I think that'll wrap it up then, boys. I think.
Has Graham sorted his Twitter out yet?
Yeah, have you sorted your Twitter out yet?
I don't know.
You said to me Saturday, I'm doing it tomorrow.
Have you still got dial-up internet?
I'll tell you what, when you
No,
sort it out,
I have to go
give me a
through
few
this stuff.
smoke signals.
I have to do. Can you put me through to Warmington to Jonjo?
Or do you still go down the library for their internet?
Yeah. He's got a dialogue with that one.
Like the old Commodore 64.
Yeah. Alright, we'll wrap it up there then, boys. Thanks very much for watching.
Well, go on. No, go on.
Go on.
No, go on. I'll do it after what I want to say.
Alright. Thanks very much for watching. We are West Ham Fan TV. You can find us hopefully soon on kneesupmotherbrowne.com. Our own website, westhamfan.tv. Yeah, like and subscribe. The more and leave some comments down below, because we don't get very many comments, and the more comments we get, the better. You know, who's me interested at least. You know what I mean?
It's not about my eyebrows, alright.
Put a slug from his face. Yeah, follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV. You can follow us on Twitter individually. All seasons lettings. Our names across the bottom of the screen. At the beginning, you'll see the equipment is provided by him and Scott. So yeah, we'll leave a link to his website in the description down below. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Come on, you irons!
Also, before we go, can we just take a moment to bow our heads and for Tottenham's season finishing, rest in peace.
Yeah, let's.
Right.
There you go.
You should play some funeral music.
Rest in peace, Tottenham.
See you later.